There's a bunch of brands doing shady shit.
Like, look closer at the brands you're buying.
I struggle with saying we've hit a breaking point, because where is the breaking point? I honestly believe a lot of people just don't know.
You don't want to scare people away by getting too preachy. People don't want that.
You get it? It's the thing. There they go. My name's Bruce Johnston, and ever since I was a kid, I've spent as much time as possible in the great outdoors. I love it. It's the kind of lifestyle I've been living. We never heard of sustainability until quite recently, frankly. And a few times a year, my friends and I get together. We go on surfing trips or snowboard trips to these remote places to try and beat the crowds. But one thing we can't get away from is garbage and plastics. So I've got questions.
We are far away from being perfect, you know, and I think that should be communicated a little bit more openly, and I think people would appreciate to just be honest about it.
Sustainability is basically if something's not changing, so you're not resulting in a negative impact, diminishing a resource, for example. If you use a resource in a way that it has ability to replenish itself before you extract again, then that's, you know, a sustainable type of resource extraction.
In a perfect environment, sustainability to me is creating a system, an entire ecosystem of business and brand and product in a way that you are giving back more than you're taking.
Sustainability in a product seems to be less of a focus, at least today.
The infrastructure for the whole supply chain for sustainable products wasn't in place. As society changed, companies realized, oh shit, we finally have to, react to it.
It became a marketing ploy more than anything, whereas I always felt that if it was going to be done, it should be done because you should, not because you have to. What's going to become very important in the future is what is all of this stuff doing to us?
Once textiles, so jackets, pants, what have you, clothing of some sort, ends up in a landfill, they'll slowly break down with the stressors of the sun, the UV rays, the heat. They may have chemicals or dyes or chemicals that are used as part of the manufacturing process that will slowly leach out of them and into the landfill and eventually trickle down and get into the soil and potentially into the waterways. There's science to demonstrate that they are consumed by things we eat.
A fish will go and bite onto a plastic lure. They don't know any different. Plastics have a wide range of impacts, metabolic impacts. It can affect their reproduction. It can cause, lacerations and affect their whole food track and result in starvation. In addition to that, plastics have a unique ability to bind other toxins. And when they're bound to plastics and then they get eaten by a fish, they get put into our food web. So it is a concern to me that the more plastics, the more toxins can be put into our food system, the more it affects the whole ecosystem as a whole.
Without a doubt, humans are consuming microplastics.
And it's our job to change shit right now.
Because the amount of plastic that we're producing stays. Very small percentage of it gets incinerated. 12% was the number that I read. About 9% gets recycled. And this is of the 8.3 billion tons of plastic that are estimated to be on the planet and is in the environment all around us. Slowly breaking down over time into smaller and smaller particles.
So every single binding we produce is first shot pure nylon, and we color match everything, which is really time consuming and really expensive. So a yellow binding isn't just injected black or white and then painted yellow, for example. That paint's very toxic, it's bad for the environment, it's bad for the staff working in the facilities, so we don't allow it. But we do it because of durability, and we do it because it's better for the environment, and so that's why we stick to our guns.
There is better way to package things. We do a full recycled grinding water process, so it's a completely closed cycle with filtering all the water, reducing waste. And probably the biggest thing for me is actually making product that lasts as long as possible.
It can make a big difference, It's a difference between you throwing out 5 jackets in 5 years or having one coat for 5 years. Even if you buy it used, if it's a quality jacket, it'll last you a long time.
It's even better if you can repair the gear and bring it back to its original quality. So then we're not creating unnecessary waste.
It's like this castaway, throwaway type of mentality that may be the biggest problem, you know.
Our industry, I think we can afford to care about it, and we probably realize the changes. It's like, God damn it, this is like, we need to do something about it.
So in addition to reduce, reuse, recycle, refuse, rethink, redesign. Just refuse single-use plastic. Let's just reduce it right out of the gate. Rethink. We live in a society that, for the most part, really values new things. Let's rethink that and put more value on secondhand goods and design things so that at the end of their life, we already knew right from the start what was going to happen and how those components could be broken down and remade into something else. Often the folks who are snowboarding and skiing and hiking and doing all these wonderful things, we have the luxury of doing those things because we come from a place of privilege and we have access to clean water and food and housing. And we are so lucky. With that good fortune, we have the power to make choices.
Sometimes people have to kick the hornet's nest and make you realize that, hey, hold on a second. People are starting to take this seriously as a group now, and you should be looking at it as well.
Are you good? We're launching.
If we mess up the planet, if we mess up our environment and our climate, there is no more snowboarding. Very, very simply said.
You've been crying, I see it's not your fault.
No way is this topic an easy one to wrap our minds around, but in little ways, we can all do better and feel good about it instead of sticking our head in the sand, which I discovered is filled with plastic.
I saw a banana plastic wrapped. Bananas come with a cover on them already. It's a banana peel. You don't have to wrap a banana peel in plastic.